Right, this is a test of the live streaming feature on YouTube, and I'm obviously using my new setup with my FrameMeister and Elgato, and I've been playing a lot of Golden Axe recently because this is just a classic game, and it's a game that I am able to complete on a good day. Emphasis is on a good day. But I'm hoping to make my channel a bit more interactive so that, you know, it makes it a bit more fun for me and more fun for you guys, because, well, kind of making videos are just a snapshot in time is a bit more one-dimensional. It's not as friendly or interactive, really. So I want to see how this looks, how it works out. I always play Golden Axe using the Dwarf. The Dwarf is, as far as I'm concerned, the most powerful. But if you choose the Dwarf or the Woman, you're okay. It's the bloke who's just really, really bad. Like, it's kind of unusual, but he's very, very bad. Something about the guy who he just has really short range with his sword. So often you'll even go into things like the ranged attack, and you'll just get pounded down and be like, well, that was embarrassing and awkward. So yeah, I managed to beat this for the first time in a long while yesterday. It ain't easy, and I always have to put the lives up to get anywhere. It requires practice, and it's definitely harder if you're talking and playing at the same time. Oh, sod off. There are a few different attacks that you can use, including this more complicated backwards and forwards kind of attack thing, which is this one here. It is useful if there's one in front of you and behind you, but I very rarely use it. The real trick to the game, like so many side-scrolling beat-em-ups, is to make sure that the screen is clear left and right. You know, that there's nobody kind of there on your case all the time. You want to have your enemies on the same side if you can, and try to crowd control them, keep them on the floor. And the way to do that is with either this jumping attack or with your barges. Easier said than done though, isn't it? Right. Yeah, you want to not activate the boss here, if you can, for a little bit. If you hit the boss guys now, they will start attacking you straight away. Whereas if you leave it a little bit, you can take care of the small guys first, hopefully. There's some really cool tricks to this game if you want to beat it easily, which include things like oh shit, you can't jump attack on that, of course you can't. Things like luring the enemies off the edge. On the later stages, you can get the skeletons to basically fall off the edge. Ah, I just got double-dicked, if you pardon the expression. Oh yeah, well, I need to use my magic more often. I keep forgetting to use the goddamn magic. You get so much of it that it's well worth using it. Get out of here. Now you can actually, if you're careful with your diagonal strafing, you can actually get some hits in on these guys with conventional attacks. But yeah, probably best just to go for the old spamming of the barge. Spamming of the barge is the way through these games. Alright, now let's top up on the old magic. Oh, is that all I get? 2? I thought you'd normally get a bit more than that. Just keeping an... See, there's an art to live streaming, keeping an eye on the chat and everything. Not that anyone's actually watching this. They may do at some point if I get this as a regular thing. I can probably get this guy to jump off, actually. There we go. Always find that fun. Come on. There you go. It's so much fun doing that. Of course, sometimes on the last level you spend so much time messing around trying to get them to do that you end up falling off yourself, which is just dumb. Yeah, so we've got guys on both ends of the screen. I'm just going to try and cycle the barge. He says, clearly messing it up. Oh no, and I've lost my first life. Well, I'm not doing too bad for me. I'm pretty dire at this game. Is he dead? Yes. You get the guys running out here, and there's a dragon coming, I think. I've not got this game completely memorized, but I have some vague ideas. There's like a slight loading pause there, while the game tries to... Oh god, I keep jumping. Sod off. Get down. This dragon is the most powerful one as far as I'm concerned. It's really good because of that fire attack. Just killer fire attack. Give me the magics. I want the magics. Ah, little cretin. There we are. Get down. He's gonna try it again. There we are. The flame attack should keep him down. I'll take on these two. They're definitely very bargy though, these two. And there my dragon runs away. Brilliant. Oh, I should probably magic them. Why the hell not? There's one person watching this at the moment, and I presume that's me. Oh shit, I forgot that there's extra stuff. Probably shouldn't have done that magic there. Right, give me the dragons. Skellies are my least favourite enemy in this game. They're an absolute bloody nuisance. They're very aggressive, they're bargy, they have jump attacks. They're strong and they're quite hard to put down. Get out. God, you're almost a bit more vulnerable on the fucking dragon than you are not. Sod off. Okay, well we're not doing terribly. We're not doing amazingly either. Right, got a chance for some health, which is exactly what we want. Could do with filling up the magics too. Well, not quite, but not far off. Yeah, I kind of like some of the Mega Drive games that you can actually have a reasonable chance of beating in a small amount of time. You know, most Mega Drive games, once you kind of know what you're doing and you've practiced them, you can beat them within an hour, which is... It's kind of nice. It's sometimes nice to be able to dip into a game and not have to spend bloody hours on it. I wish that you could fire and jump with these. I don't see why the hell you can't, but that's the way it goes. Come on, love. Down you come. Oh, crap. Right, you made me angry now. It's funny as well, the jumps are all really difficult to execute. You just feel like you're jumping nowhere. It's so easy to fall off these ledges. Right, see if I can axe him off the edge. Down you go. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, fair enough. Not quite. I have been messing around trying to get scan lines and stuff on my FrameMeister. Doesn't quite... I've had mixed results with it. It doesn't quite look right to me. It comes down to what screen settings you're using as well to make sure that they're the correct size, but I need to update the firmware, basically. I think there's been better firmware for better scaling of those scan lines on, say, 1080p. I think originally they were they only worked, sorry, on 720p. It's funny, these are all terms that meant nothing to me back in the day. Once you become a YouTuber, you start knowing so much about all these different screen resolutions and stuff. It becomes your bread and butter, doesn't it? Ah. sod off. It's very difficult because of the timings with 2. You try and get a full combo on one dude, and next dude is going to come along. This is a common thing that a lot of Mega Drive beat-em-ups do, is that what were previously bosses on earlier levels become standard enemies. I guess that definitely happens in Double Dragon and in Streets of Rage. I've only got Streets of Rage 1 and I don't really like it that much. I need to buy Streets of Rage 2, which is a much better game. Alright, critters. I don't need the bloody I should have used more magic. I always forget to use enough magic. Right, get down. It's a bit hairy with 3. Don't particularly like it. You really need to get rid of one of them. Now the dash attack is something I think is quite unreliable. I can't always manage it. Sometimes you press it and it doesn't activate. It's just not... I don't know if it's just a skill that I'm not used to, or if it's just not my favourite way of activating things. That's why I'm never very good at sort of actual proper PvP beat-em-ups, because a lot of the combos involve things like double taps and stuff, and it's like, I just don't seem to be able to do it reliably. Alright, come on. Right, I think the boss comes out the door now, doesn't he? Yeah, now we'll use our magic. For whatever good it's worth. Now, did that? Yes, it did actually at least kill the minions. The last boss on this game, the true last boss, is very tough because of the fact that he can basically casts magic anytime you go down. Because he's got those skeletons at the side of him, it's like every time you go down you get battered. So I'm just going to slowly barge this dude. These guys don't have any barge attacks, but they have quite a long-range sword attack. But it's not really anything to worry about. Not really, anyway. Well, it's always the bloody case that you, when you've actually got full health because you've lost a life, there's a bloody life guy. It's like I can never quite hold on long enough to make use of that. Right. This is where it starts getting tricky now. Just gonna pause and check that my stream is actually public and stuff. One moment. Yeah, all seems to be right. Just got paranoid that it maybe hadn't appeared in my feed or anything. But I think it has. It's probably just because I've picked a random time on Saturday night that no one's going to spot it. Anyway. This may be useful as a record that I can actually beat Golden Axe. To all those naysayers out there who think that I'm bad at video games. Yeah, only one skelly here. So when you've got more than one skelly in a minute, things start to get a bit heated, shall we say. They're a bit hard to handle, these bad boys. Off you go. Just want to have one down at all times. That rush attack that they do is quite powerful. Just gotta try and stay the hell out of the way of it. Is he gonna die? No. It's got one more. One more barge. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And we should hopefully fill up the magic now. If the little critter stays still. There we are. Yeah, here we go. I think there's three bad guys here, and there's two of those boss dudes with swords up here as well. Another example of the earlier enemies coming out. I really like the... I guess you had to do a lot with very limited tile sets, so what often happens is that the colours just get changed even though the enemy graphics stay the same, but I quite like the dark ones. They look really spooky, creepy. Like they use the dark force maybe. I would really like to own an original cartridge of Double Dragon, but it's very, very hard to get hold of. It seems to be kind of difficult to find it, and if you can find it, it's very expensive. Because it's actually a really, really good game, a classic game, and the port on the Mega Drive is, you know, pretty damn good. Two skellies again. It's never fun. Oh, get out. That attack's like a downward stab, but as long as you get out of the way, as long as you're not standing directly underneath it, you should be okay. Ah. God damn. Oh, I thought there was a boss there. Right, I get myself some health at least. He says, messing it up because I was paying attention to the stream too much. It says 2 watching now, but I think that might be including myself again. Well, maybe not. Should have got that health there, but I was not looking in the right place. Right, I think there is an opportunity to lead this enemies off here. You can get them to kind of... Oh, damn. I did manage to get a skeleton to fall down here once. There we go. That's one down. Actually, 2 fell off, I think. The AI just isn't that smart. They make mistakes. Oh, how the hell did he get away with that? First credit used. Oh, that's how you do it. The more of those tricks you can learn, the better you can be at this game. Because it just saves you so much time and effort. And no risk of damage if the enemy just falls off like that. Get down. He's going to try and barge me. Ah! There's another one. I wonder how speedrunners play this game, but I presume it will involve a large amount of luring people off the edges. It's an instant kill. Get out. Oh god, I missed. taking it on the noggin again. Might as well magic these bad boys. Yeah, the dwarf's magic's a little bit weak. Very rarely is it good enough to kill an enemy completely. And these two take absolutely ages of barging backwards and forwards. I'll get them in the end. Just an issue of patience and repetition, this. Very much like the spamming of the elbow move in Double Dragon. And no one could actually get you if you used it. You could get... oh shit. You could get people in a kind of permanent lock where they couldn't get up on that game. Just check that the live chat is open. Yeah, it does seem to be. Alright, we're nearly at Death Adder here. Well, I think this guy's Death Adder. Yeah, he's not the official last boss, he's the dude before the last boss. Oh yeah, we've got to beat a load of cronies before you actually get to him. Anyway. Oh, and the big guys come weighing in. I'm not going to use my magic until actually the proper boss, because he's got two skellies that need taking care of. It's funny, but I didn't realise that the very last boss's skeletons were invincible until very, very recently. And it really is good to know. It's like you waste a lot of time trying to put them down and stuff. It's actually probably much better to focus on just damaging the main boss. Right, I should be able to get this. So you can't actually genuinely melee damage them. You just have to kind of strafe in the right way. Get down. Time to spam. Takes a few hits, this bugger, doesn't he? Right, oh shit, that skelly just immediately dicked me. Right, time for magics. You basically replenish your magic every level, so it's worthwhile using it. So it shouldn't be too hard now to get rid of the skelly's last little bit of life. He says. I would have hoped that'd be it. Oh, shit off. Oh, no, I'm in trouble now. You really don't want to get axe swiped by that motherfucker because it takes a lot of health. It takes a full bar of health per attack, I think. Anyway, I should have him now. Time for the same old shit. Haha. If you need to try and stop him from doing that spell. But luckily... Oh man, what? What is this madness? Luckily I managed to dodge it because I was in the air last time. Right, just hopefully I can do this persistently and consistently. He takes a lot of goddamn hits though, this dude. Not letting him out though. Ha, I should have counted how many he actually takes. It must be something like 20 to 30 of these barges. But to me it seems like the safest way of doing it. Nothing you can do about it. Will he ever go down? There we are. Now we get a nice little cutscene, don't we? Before the official, real, proper last bit of the game. I would like to try and get really good at this game and 1 credit complete it, but I'm quite some ways off being able to do that yet. Definitely. One day. There's some great videos of people doing that with the arcade version for sure. Right, so hopefully... Oh, I've actually barged him over the gap. I thought that he would just fall down, but alas. You gotta be so careful not to get barged by the enemies. Oh, fuck off, I hate this jump. Skeleton can manage it alright. I've got no... I just really hate the jumping. It's, you know, a complete waste of a life there. Right, tricks here to basically stand down the bottom and almost everybody just walks off. It's crazy. Ridiculous AI, isn't it? They just slip off the bottom of the level. That's so satisfying to do. I'm a little bit gutted though that I lost so many lives there, because that was a bit... Lost a life on that jump, because I really do kind of need the lives on this level. Because it's, I'm not very good at the last level boss, essentially. Very easy to get killed with that guy. You know, because of the... Come on. How do I get this guy to die? I have to do it in the old-fashioned way. Is he dead? Yes. Oh, magic. Yes, I want magic. There's 2 of them, so come here. I'm going to be saving all of my magics till the last bit though, just to get any hits that I possibly can on the Death Adder round 2 or whatever he's called. The real Death Adder. Like the real Slim Shady. Right, will you bugger off, guys? I don't need any more magic. Giving me too bloody much. Right, this is hopefully going to be possible to lure him. No, he's not having it. Yeah. He looked... Oh god, he looked really close to going off for a second there. He goes absolutely flying. Skeletons really do rush at proper speed. That's very amusing. Yeah, these guys I'm not so sure how the best way to do it is. I have barged them off before, but I've also cocked it up and ended up taking hits. There we are. Don't really want to be taking no damage. Oh shit. Anyway, that wasn't bad. That's pretty neat. Okay, we're there. We're at the last dude. Oh god, I hate this guy. He really is scary and difficult. But usually my strategy is with bosses is to try to clear the minions, because they're such a nuisance that, you know, you're not safe while they're around. But now I realise that they're actually invincible. It's maybe not such a good idea to bother with them. I don't know. Or maybe I need to focus on damaging the main boss, but obviously clear these guys if they're getting too... Shit! That's what they always do, is get either side of you. I want to beat up Death Adder, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't fucking get to him. He keeps scrolling around so goddamn much. Oh, shit the bed. Right, there we are. Oh, god damn it, homed in on me there. And this one here pretty much takes a whole life, which is always great. Takes 3 bars of health. Isn't that rich? God, every time I go near him, the fucking skeletons dick me. I just hate this boss. It's stressful. So I can't actually do anything to him because the skellies get there straight away. And I don't really know how to dodge that attack. As soon as you get caught up in it, you go down, and then he does this bloody dragon attack. Which is just very rich. As rich as eating all the marzipan on a cake. And none of the actual cake. He's a strafey mofo, this dude. Oh, he's got me. No. No, please. Oh, man. I'm panicking now. I tried to double dash there and it didn't work. Yep. And he just casts that. And then that's another life gone. Isn't it brilliant, eh? Well, this is it now. Oh, shit. Shit. I need to strafe more. Oh, man. If I can get them all in a stun lock, that might work. Nope, because they've barged me. Please give me some magic or something. This is the thing, you can't sort of get 2 of these guys in a cycle. Oh, fuck off. I find this a very unsatisfactory last boss, I must say. The invincible skellies just makes it unnecessarily unpleasant. As does his unlimited magic that takes... Every time you go down, you take an extra bar of health. Get down. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm very pessimistic. You can't have a bit of time to damage the boss on your own without one of these pricks coming and getting you. And now he's going to cast Dragon. Oh, he didn't. That was a nice change. Oh, he casts it now. No, he casts Lightning. Well, I was hoping to have a really spiffy live stream where I beat Golden Axe and show you all how great I am. But I've got a feeling that I'm not going to be able to manage it. Well, there we go. We did manage it with 3 bars left. Bloody difficult game. Anyway, now we get these lovely rolling credits. Enjoy! Guess I'll wrap it up there. This was really a test, but I'm probably going to try and do these every Friday or Saturday. And see if we can get people watching them, because it's quite fun. Take care, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon.